everyone, Burly and Gaming here with
Fubu87, Bear Sin of Gaming.
the Bear Sin of Gaming.
Yes, it's something related with the anime. I don't know if you're a big fan of the anime. I love the anime actually, and basically this is the anime is a flip on the some I'm going to say Christianity stories because you have the seven deadly sins, and according to Christianity, seven deadly sins is something really bad. But they flip on the anime where the seven deadly sins are actually the good guys, and you have, for example, Ban, which is the fox sin of greed. Yeah, I think it's greed. So in each character has it's a sin. So they are an animal and a sin. For example, Escanor is the lion sin of pride, which is one of the seven deadly sins. So it is. So that's the joke with the bear sin of gaming. So that's the joke there. For the people that know the anime, it is. It's going to be an inside joke for who knows the anime. So that's basically it. Very good, Burly. You should watch it. You should really watch it.
It has been on my list to watch the anime, and if I can get time to also read the manga, because I do that. It's just a matter of I haven't had the time where I can put a lot of time towards it, and I don't want to, especially with starting a new anime. You want to have the time you can put towards it, so that way you remember things and callbacks. Because from when you start from the first arc all the way to the end, you'll get all the little winks and nods.
Exactly.
Because nothing worse when you're watching a series and you're like, think that's important. Was that something from season 1 too?
Exactly.
And speaking of series, who wanted me to bring this up, I am still working on the Simpsons series of videos. I've just wrapped up my part of season 1, where I've done all my recording and sent it all to Fryman for him to edit. So send your thanks to Fryman and your thoughts and prayers, because he's got to not only listen to me ramble and clean up the audio, the video of it and all that. So send your thoughts and prayers to Fryman.
It's gonna be, look, Burly, the way I know that you love Simpsons, I know it's a passion project, and usually passion projects are always the best. But talking about passion, this game is my new passion. I'm in love with this game. I love, and this is something that you named when we were talking about it. This is a Ubisoft open world map. It's freaking huge. I don't want to curse. It's too early to curse, but it is freaking huge. It has, as you can see, everything that you see far away, you can travel until that area, and you do have the glider that you unlock as you progress through the story. You will unlock some gliders so you can make the traversal or jumping off cliffs much easier. You climb up mountains. This is Netmarble, and Netmarble, we know Netmarble likes to heavily inspire in other games, and I think they did a great job with this one. As you can see, this is only the first section of the map, which is Leonis, and everything that it's dark, it is the world that you can explore. But Netmarble, like I said, they heavily inspired, I'm going to say, in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Genshin Impact, which Genshin Impact is the original copycat of the gameplay of Legend of Zelda. And as you can see, the world is very vast, and they have different unique environments. As you saw, I was traveling in a countryside near the sea. I fast travel because there's a lot of warp points around the map, so it makes traversal much easier. Now I am inside the kingdom of Leonis, and you notice that you don't start immediately castle and everything right. No, you start, there's a wall, like a real castle would have. You have like the stores, the small houses, and as you progress through the inside the fort, it starts to get more complex, more royalty. You see here it's some simple houses. As we progress inside the city walls, it gets different. You get mounts, as you can see. You get mounts, and you
little piggy there, right on.
Yeah, no, it's not a piggy. It's Hulk. It's Sir Hulk. And if you know the manga, you know how funny he is. He's the relief, comedic relief of the anime. He's very fun, and he comes back. For people that know the manga, they're like, "What is he doing here?" So basically, the story of the game is Tristan, which is the son of Meliodas and Elizabeth, which are the two main people from. Oh, by the way, stopping here. this is another player. I'm going to turn back. You see, I go back. I was like, oh, this is another player, because this game, in the end, it's an MMO. And the sad part is you can only find people inside the castle. You don't find people outside. I don't know if it's on purpose or I
Oh,
was unlucky. So it's like you have the central hub, which is the castle area, and then
yep.
you see, this is me unlocking the map. You need to find these waypoints to unlock the map. And like I was saying about the story, you have Tristan, which is the son of Meliodas, and Princess Elizabeth, which are the two main characters of the Seven Deadly Sins. And
Mhm.
he finds something that don't want to spoil, and
Yeah.
he breaks time. He breaks time, and by breaking time, things from the past show up on his present, and things from the future show up in his present. So that's why that's the MacGuffin of the game that allows you to get characters from the current anime, which is the Knights of the Apocalypse, which is the continuation of Seven Deadly Sins, and the characters from the original game, like Meliodas, that I did unlock, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. So that's the MacGuffin of the story. Everything is mixed match in this world, past, future, present, all combined, and it is us to play the game to unlock everything, to understand the story.
Okay. And I see with like on the it showed up there, the D pad. There you had the different characters. So I'm guessing those are characters from the anime that you can summon in or swap to use different abilities to.
Exactly, exactly. So in this situation that I'm showing you, there's a little bit of
Mhm.
crafting in this game.
Mhm.
It is a bit of survival. Just talk about the crafting, and I'm going to talk about the characters. But you can craft in this game, so you'll have to do a lot of collecting. Imagine something that you would do, for example, in Pal World, that you need to collect this and that and construct something. It is the
Yep.
same thing. Here, I'm doing exactly the same thing. I'm getting some items. In this case, I'm getting flint, so I can do some polish. That's also a very important component of the game. When it comes to the characters, my team at that moment was composed of Tristan, which is the main character,
Mhm.
Jericho, her Knights of the Apocalypse version, which is the older version, but then you have Gilthunder, which is like the first main antagonist of the original Seven Deadly Sins. And I remember at the time he looked like the most badass. And by the end of Seven Deadly Sins, he's a softie, let's say like this, and he's a friend in the end. It's the trope of powerful enemy becomes a terrible ally. He's not strong enough.
Okay.
So yeah, you mix and match that. Here, as you can see, this is the game itself. It's a typical action. I'm going to say action MMO. You have a
Mm.
lot of weapons. You upgrade the weapons. You craft items. You fight enemies. Like you see,
Mhm.
the battle system here is very simple. You basically mash the square button. I was playing this on PlayStation 5. You
Yep.
mash the square button, and then you have a special attack on square and circle, and then you have an ultimate on R2, and then each character has a special ability. For example, L2. I'm not using L2 here. I'm going to lose this fight, but
Mhm.
I just wanted to prove something else when it comes to the battle. L2 on my character makes you become takes the aggro away from you. People stop chasing you. If you go with Guild Thunder, he's going to use like a Thunder Spear to attack. So each character has a different L2. Also, this combat, like I
Mhm.
said, see, this is me changing to Guild Thunder here, and
Yep.
he is doing a little bit more, not more damage, but he's showing up an arrow going up. Why? Because this enemy is water based, and the first character that I was using, he
Mhm.
was fire based. And if you're
So
used to
your
playing,
elemental, yeah, you've got your whole elemental attributes. So you're going to be switching your characters for different scenarios and different battles because of the elements to take advantage. Or if you want to keep using the fire guy to make it harder and be like, uh,
if you want
and
to challenge,
activate your bear, activate your sin of bear and gaming bear in you.
exactly, smart man. I don't need to explain this more. So yeah, basically it's that they introduced an element component to the game, so it will allow you to have diversity in this game, so you don't get stuck only playing this character. So if I'm going to do this mission, I'm going to use this character. They are forcing you in a way to make the game easier. They're forcing you in a way to experiment with different characters, which is actually very, very, very fun. I think you should be
Mhm.
focus only on one. You need to explore. There's so many characters in this anime, and I assume in this game, that you need to try all of them, and they're going to be all fantastic.
Okay, that's good. So that way it's not just the standard. I'll just focus on one. You've got to focus on your party itself. Have different party members for different situations, and figuring out within missions you're doing. What do I think I'm gonna need? What do I not gonna need?
Exactly.
And
So it's a strategic component, because this is being an MMO. It's something that honestly I didn't had the time, because my content, it
Mhm.
takes a lot of time. So
Yeah.
I didn't had a lot of time to do this, but there is a component, an online component to this game. That's why when I show you previously another character inside Leona's castle, um, and so basically what you will do is you will team up with other characters, and let's say I'm going to take the fire character, you can take the thunder character, Fryman can take the wind character, and we'll have to mix
Mhm.
and match to defeat the enemies. At least I assume that's how it's going to be. Being an
Mhm.
MMO, we know how MMOs work, but again, I can't speak 100% on that, because I don't know what's going to happen there, because I haven't tried it 100%.
Well, we're still in beta,
Yeah, yeah,
so that's the thing. You can, like, I imagine, like as you said earlier, they're only in the castle. The other players, you can see them. I'm sure as they go on. Right now, they're just trying to test, get people familiar with the mechanics of it, test to see how servers are right now, and
exactly.
as we go, then
Hmm.
open it up more and more. And I'm sure they'll probably have another beta server test kind of thing later, probably next year, to be completely honest, because this year being almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done. It's almost done. Exactly, exactly. But I'm gonna tell you now. I think there was a lot of people, because I only showed you once, one
Mhm.
person, because that's what I saw. But the next day, I was traveling inside the Leonis castle area, and there was a part that it had at least 20 people. Like they were just
Mhm.
chilling or walking, but there were like 20 people. So I think, and I'm using the European server. This
Mhm.
anime is much much bigger in Japan and Asia
Oh.
focused areas. So like to probably Korea, China. So there's going to be, because it's being an anime, it's globalized nowadays, but still animes will be stronger on Asian countries.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't had any issues with the servers. Everything worked perfectly on my side for a beta. Trust me, for a beta, he was
Mhm.
really, really, really good. But it's like you said, and very well. They'll keep testing. They will probably add more people, because what I did forget to get this closed beta, I was actually streaming. I think it was a PlayStation showcase, and they said the beta was open. I was like, screw the PlayStation event. I'm gonna go right
Who
now.
said screw the PlayStation? Oh, my
That's
ears were not ready to hear this.
that's how much I like this
Ah.
anime. That's how much I like it. So I'm gonna go there. It's like 2 minutes. I did the inscription and I returned to the stream. Oh, this PlayStation, this is beautiful. So that's basically the story how I got the closed beta. So I think, and again, the word is closed beta. I'm pretty sure in the near future it's going to be an open beta where everyone can pour in, pour in, pour in, and then we'll see how the servers hold, how the game
Mhm.
holds, all these things hold.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I'm actually just seeing if they
Mm.
actually have a release. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is January, at the end of January, January 28th, though. So we actually could, you never know, we could get something in December or early January
I
to.
think I think the best time,
Mhm.
because I know I do understand not everyone celebrates Christmas, but
Yeah.
Christmas is something big worldwide, and a
Yeah.
lot of kids are home. I think to test the stress, to stress the servers out as much as they can. I think a week between Christmas and New Year's like to that week, because I think it's almost closing. I think it's tomorrow that the closed, but at least the event's closed.
Mhm.
Close at tomorrow at 6, on the 6th of November. So, but I think to really stress, I think during Christmas that all kids are home, a lot of people are home. I think that would be the best time to do an open beta. But of course, they're gonna do what they do. They know better than me.
Yeah, no, that would be a perfect time, and people that get consoles for Christmas around that time and have that time off, and
Exactly.
if you can make a free beta, why not? But like we've also seen with other games that have beta 2 weeks before the game comes out. At that point, it's like, why is this a beta? You're just telling us play the game just before it comes out to
Exactly.
see if you want to buy it. But no, the game does look interesting. I do like the art style. It's
Yeah.
just I know nothing of this universe. Like I've not watched any of the anime. I've not read the manga, so it's like it makes it a little harder to want to jump right into it.
Hmm.
Uh, since you know the source material, how easy would you say from what you have played if you have little to no experience of the source material?
If you We have the perfect example when I was riding Sir
Mm,
Hawk and you're riding the pig.
mm,
No, if like for you it's a pig, for me it's one of the best characters. So if you didn't play like story wise, let's get to this
mm,
point. Story wise, you won't it won't affect you because it's a new story. You
mhm.
just need to know like because time mixes everything, past, present, and future. It mixes. There will be some characters that will going to show up that you don't know. Like uh, I'm going to spoil this for you and for everyone watching this. But one of the surprises that Sir Hulk is in this world is because at the end of Seven Deadly Sins, he stays back in purgatory with his brother. So you know what purgatory is. It
Yeah,
means
oh yeah,
someone died.
yeah.
Someone died. So it is a surprise. And when Tristan meets Hulk, because Tristan, being the son of Meliodas, he never met Sir Hulk, but he knows who Sir Hulk is.
Mhm.
So you understand? Because
Yeah.
Meliodas talked about him. And when he saw it, Sir Hulk, what are you doing? And then the Hulk goes like, "Oh, I was with my brother in purgatory, and all of a sudden I'm here." But for people that haven't experienced the game, they won't know the adventures that Sir Hulk went through, how funny Sir Hulk is. He, like I said, he's the comedic relief of the anime
Mhm.
itself.
Mhm.
So you will, story wise, you won't you won't miss a lot. You won't miss a lot because it is not a direct, it's not canon. That's what I want to say. It's not canon to Night of the Apocalypse, and it is not canon to Seven Deadly Sins. It's, let's say, this is an alternate universe, something like that. I feel like it's not canon to both the anime, for the manga and the anime. So I think you can enjoy this game quite easy. Uh, Enjoy the social components of the game, which is what an MMO is. The
Yeah.
MMO is more for social components, like make friends and then learn the story as you progress.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't think it's going to be something that's going to affect you. If you know the anime and the manga, it will enrich your experience. That I
Oh yeah.
guarantee you. But if you don't know those, just enjoy meeting the characters, and you will understand roughly what's going on. But like I said, it's
Mm.
like its own unique story, in it, so there's no important
Yeah.
aspect.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I was gonna say, like, playing this, even if you haven't um watched the manga, watched the anime or read the manga,
Yeah.
it could always get you to be like, okay, I find this world interesting and some of these characters interesting.
Hmm.
Let's go check this stuff out.
I
So
think
you,
that's going to happen a lot. I think for people like, well, not you, you're too
mm,
busy. I know you have a lot of stuff, but for a younger
mm,
generation that hasn't seen this, I
mhm.
think it's going to be like, oh, this is good, and then they're going to flock back to Netflix because it was, I saw it original on Netflix.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna say I've seen it advertised so many times on Netflix. I'm
yeah.
I'm actually, you know what? Let me just pull Netflix up while as you're talking here, and I'm actually
Of
curious
course.
to see if it's still on Canadian Netflix.
Yeah. You and I'm telling you, the first two seasons are great. Then quality dipped a little bit, but the story
Hmm.
is still on point. And yeah, and I think the idea is to people will fall in love with the game, and they will flock to other games because this is not the first game. There are other games related for Seven Deadly Sins. There was one that I used to play a
Hmm.
lot, which was also a gotcha game, which was Grand Cross, which I played and I really loved. But it was more tactical RPG, turn-based RPG than an action RPG. Then there were Knights of Britannia, which is basically a 3D beat 'em up. They already have some good games in their roster. I think this one is at this moment it is peak because they Netmarble, like I said, gets inspired in other games,
Hmm.
and they take the good things out of the other games. And one big problem when you're playing a very big game or an open world game is, and I always like to say Dynasty Warriors 9, which was the perfect bad example.
Hmm.
um, Not all having an open world is not always 100% good because you need to populate that world so it looks alive. Dynasty Warriors
Hmm.
9, the world felt that it was just open areas where you traverse. This one, no, you're walking. There's an NPC that's going to give you a quest. There's going to be monsters to kill. You'll have to climb a mountain because you see a chest up there. You'll see a puzzle. That's something that we already passed a little bit, but you'll have several puzzles through the games. For example, I faced three of them. Then we can circle back to the footage in a little while. But there's three puzzles that I faced, which is basically yeah, a little bit forward, I think, Burley, a little
Okay.
bit to the middle, I think. But we basically what's gonna happen, yeah, after the fight, Burley, yeah, just a little bit more to up front, and we can talk about the puzzle after this one, yeah, after this fight. So basically you'll unlock
Mm.
the book of stars, if not mistaken, that's the name. And then it will help you collect, for example, get these cubes that are on the ground, and you need to put them in a certain order. As you can see, I'm rotating, and this one I'm
Hmm.
using to open a door in the dungeon that I'm visiting,
Yeah.
and you need to power it up. Then there's going to be one that you're on stream actually, and I was saying, "Oh, I can't do this puzzle now because I need to reverse time," and I was completely right. I had to unlock the reversal of time on my Book of Stars. I had to do unlock that ability, and
Yeah.
basically what I did is I activated, collect all the pieces that were broken, then activate the power again, and it all come together. And what is broken is now fixed, and then you need to do the second part of the puzzle, which is get a cube, put it, and it works. So here, exactly what I was just talking about. So you'll and I only unlocked like two powers. There's going to probably be more, and I haven't
Yeah.
reached that part yet. But as you can see, I'm unlocking the time travel here. I'm using the Book of Stars. I'm going to restore all of the pieces here, and
Yeah.
this is another puzzle that you will do, that it's spread through the game. This is not a one and done situation. As you progress through the game, you will find a lot of these, and sometimes it's these altars, sometimes it's a statue. It really depends. And then after I defeated the golem that was nearby, I needed
Mm.
to change the attributes of the Book of the Stars from time travel to this one. And then I just grabbed the. See, I'm just me going to the map, and then I
Yeah.
just grabbed this item and I put it on this altar thing. And on the left, it's going to show a chest. Then you open the chest, and then you might get armor, you'll get coins. It really depends. I don't know if the
Well,
chests are randomized.
yeah. Well, that's something we won't know
Mm,
till the full game is out. But
exactly.
that is always the struggle with these open worlds. You need to
Mm,
make them feel alive. It's not just make them feel alive. You not only do you need content, but you need good content and not just too much of it, because that is something, as we've all played so many open worlds games.
yeah,
You just see all those points on the map and you just start doing
yeah,
the content and you're like, this feels I'm doing the same damn thing from the third hour in the game to hour 30, and I'm
exactly.
just like, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing this. Like,
So, see here, this is something that
mm,
helps you,
Yeah.
what you were saying, to make the game more diverse.
Mm.
Here, this was another puzzle where you need to activate it. Some are with fire. This one was with wind. I've seen with thunder. Well, thunder in this case, electricity to power up an elevator, and yeah, you having these types of little puzzles like the previous one and this one, it gives the world another livability, if that's the word. It makes it feel more alive. It
Oh yeah.
gives makes it more interesting. And again, it not forces you, but invites you to try different characters, to do different puzzles. So I really, really enjoy what they did with with the world itself, with the how they make the world alive, which is the key element in this type of game.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. And, it looks interesting. I'm guessing this is going to be a day one for you next year.
Yeah. As soon as it's available, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna
Mm.
download it. I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna be able to play as much I would like because first of all, this is something that I hate. I do understand about the game. I do
Mhm.
understand it's a gotcha game, but it's something that I hate because this game, and this is, look, it's not only good things about the game. We have to be real. We talk about real stuff
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
The game being Netmarble. It's gonna be highly pay to win, highly gotcha, because
Yeah.
there's some games that, yeah, you can gotcha for a
Mhm.
skin or a dress or something like that. And this one, as you can see, you will gotcha for weapons. So you'll want to get those UT weapons, which is the best ones.
Mhm.
In this case, we
Yeah.
got an SR. You will also want to UT for the characters, which probably we're gonna get this one. I think no, it no more coins in this case, but you'll have to gotcha to get new characters. And that, for me, it's not a game breaker because I play, like, I play EFC and there's a lot of
Yeah.
gotcha there, so I'm used to that type. I can avoid that. I try to be mentally strong not to spend money on that because, hey, if I win, I win. If I don't win, I don't win. It's okay. For me, it's about enjoying
Mhm.
the game. Of course, some people will want, like, they love this universe and they want to be the best in their universe.
Mhm.
I feel like they will. And again, it's not Marvel's business. They're not forcing me to play. I understand it's a
Mhm.
business model. I respect it. Me personally, I will try. If they give me the stars to unlock new characters, great, thank you, it's welcome. But I will try not to avoid. I will avoid not spending money on this game. But I
Mhm.
know that a lot of people will tend, because they will want to upgrade their characters. They want to do this objective.
Or
There's
s-
a
or
lot of
sk- or s- or get to that point where you get to these games. Okay, I got to grind a bit to get this and that, so I can move along and go further. Okay, I'll pay the $10 just to get this. All these crafting material, money, in-game money, whatever
exactly.
stuff you need, just to keep going.
It's psychology, man. It's perfect, man. That's
Mm.
I wasn't even gonna mention that, but that's great. That's like you're stuck, and if you spend those
Mm.
$10, gonna help you get along further because you don't have time. So yeah, that's a very great valid point that I wasn't even gonna mention. But yeah, that's basically it. And that's, for me, it's the most negative aspect so far of what I tried in the closed beta. Is I think it's gonna be highly gotcha, but again, it's their business model. They're not forcing me to play this game. I'm playing because I want to, but I don't like their business model. I much rather, like, you were streaming Fortnite the other day because of the Simpsons stuff.
Yeah,
That's no gotcha at all. You can buy stuff, but they don't impact the game. It's just skins. What impacts
yeah,
the game is your ability at the game. And I
yeah.
fear that this game is, I can be the best player in the world, but if I face a guy that's UT fully upgrade, he's gonna kick my ass.
Who spent $50 to $100 or more, and he has all the highest rate gear, all these extra stat buffs that you can't normally get. Your sword has plus 5% burn damage.
Exactly,
His
exactly.
has plus 50% burn damage and 20% extra critical damage and
Yeah,
extra critical rate.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, no,
exactly.
that's the thing, and like we actually today, Sonic Rumble came out, and the
Mhm.
thing is, there's skins in the game, but the skins aren't just, oh, we'll put them on there. It's to look different, and you want to support the game. No, it affects your points in the game because the Fall Guys clone, but with Sonic, and
Okay,
it's
okay.
like if the paid skins give you like 120% to 180%, or sometimes lower depending of how much you spent, and it's like so you could not be the best in the round, but if you have that skin that gives you 120% extra points,
You'll win
you'll
the
you'll
rounds.
you'll you'll win the round. So
Yeah.
you could be the guy that's like, no, I'm not spending money on this. Technically you have the most points, but because you didn't have the skin and you didn't fork over $10 or whatever, you lose. And it's like
That that's really
that
frustrating.
that that that's pay to win, and that's
Yeah.
like no. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this game walks this balance. Like, yeah, there's gonna be stuff on this. Like you said, it's them, but it's not just them. There's so many of these games like this where they put this
Yeah.
out there, and I'm actually just seeing, are they going? I'm just looking
Yeah.
quickly
Yeah.
if this is going to be one of those games you have to buy
I
or
think it's free to play. I have this idea that it's free to play because uh, I've already seen on the PSN uh, a bundle. But when I mean a bundle, it's not a bundle for the game. It's a bundle for items. Like I think it was
yeah, pay
11
20
euros.
bucks and
Yeah.
you get
Yeah, pay
get
20
stuff.
bucks and you get with you start with these coins, you start with these keys, like specific items that will help you upgrade
Start.
faster by collecting items like because that boss that I fought and I lost when I was doing that is a world boss. So they give me a
Mhm.
mission, so he's stronger than the normal enemies. And when
Yeah.
you defeat him, he drops a cube, and you need a special key to open that cube. And when you open that cube, it gives you a certain amount of items back, like can be legendary gear, in this case SS gear, blue gear, whatever. Gives you coins, gives you a pet, gives you something, and you need to have those special keys. And that bundle, if I'm thinking it through correctly now, that bundle might give you a certain amount of keys. So if I buy that bundle and you Burley you don't buy that bundle, I will be in advantage because I'll be able to get gear faster than you because I got
Yeah.
that small advantage. But game itself, I haven't seen it. And to be honest, if this game was like again, this is me
Hmm.
because I have other stuff. I my main thing is EAFC. I spend 100 years on EAFC because it is my content and I love playing that game. This one,
Hmm.
like even if I had to pay like I would pay 40 euros to have this game in my library. But if they ask like 80 or 70 euros, I would be, I don't think so. But again, I think this game is going to be free to play. So
Yeah.
it that's going to be a day one for me because I really want to explore this world. But again, I love the anime. I want to be part of this world, and I will try my best mentally to be mentally strong, not to spend any money on this. But if you want to spend money on this game, hey, it's your money. You do what you want,
Yeah.
obviously. But me, the experience for me is exploring the world.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. If you want to, you want to. From what I've looked, quickly looking around it, there is no. You don't have to spend money, but I'm curious to see how they will do with the progression because it's just that's the thing. I've played a lot of these freemium games, and it gets to that point where you then have to play this like it's a freaking job just so
That's the
you
problem.
can start inching forward. So I'm hoping they do a good balance of it, but I'm sure it's gonna be, and I'm sure it's gonna be advertisements every time you log into the damn thing of buy this pack, the $10 pack, the $20 pack,
Exactly,
buy this,
exactly.
and just so you can say "fuck you," I win.
Exactly that. I had the same problem with the Grand Blue Relink, which is the also this type of game, action MMO RPG, and I had that problem because I needed a certain item just very quick, and to get that item, it was you needed to play with other people. But at the time that I was playing, the game was online, was basically that. So if I wanted to progress, either I would have to grind hours on this thing,
Mhm.
or I could buy the bundles and they would give me those items. I was
Yeah,
like, you don't know Fubu. Fubu grinds. So I spent
yeah,
hours doing the same thing until I got the minimal amount so I can continue. And I think that's something that's going to happen with this game, like you were saying very well. You're gonna at the beginning, it's all good and dandy. You level up, fine. You're gonna reach a point that you'll need something extra to go on and beyond. And if you're highly invested in this game, I'm 100% sure that you'll fork the coins so you can continue playing the game.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. We'd love to hear from everyone on this. Is this something you're going to play day one? Wait for, like, I will definitely check it out. But as Fubu says, I am busy with other games and videos and stuff. I will attempt to try the game out. I'm not going to lie and say, oh yeah, this is going to be a day one game. This is probably not, because like early next year we got a lot of games coming because everything's trying to get out before Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out. So
Yes,
it's
exactly.
the next while is gonna be busy, and then there's games from this year that I'm guaranteed aren't gonna be done, and early next year trying to wrap up and finish them. So it's
I still want to play Expedition 33. I'm trying to find that game on that store that I told you about, that secondhand games, but it's a very rare game. But I want before the end of the year, even if it's December, I'm gonna get that game. But that Metal Gear Solid Delta, so which Snake Eater basically. There's a lot of it. Final Fantasy Tactics. Trust me, if I wasn't, I'm so busy that I want to play those games as well, and I can't. It's going to be a day one because, like I said, I'm high fan of this anime and the manga. I did read bit of the manga, but most of the anime, and I love these characters. And I want to live this world in a little bit. Then, if I get tired, I'll get tired. But for me, it's a day one. And if you are someone that is not available to spend money on coins on games, because I do understand that everyone has their responsibilities, or you don't work and you want the game that will entertain you a lot. Trust me, this game, it should be a day one in those situations. Even if you don't know, I think you should really try, because this game I think it's going to be a very fun game to start with. Then again, if you get tired, you can change the game. But I really suggest you try it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you all on this. Thank you so much for Fubu for giving footage and coming in here and talking all about this. I really do appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it was like me talking 45 minutes, you talk 2 minutes. So it's good. It's balanced. It's balanced.
Well, it's about standard for most of the videos we do together.
Hey, I love it here, man. It's always a pleasure. Love doing content with you. Love anything, even your streams. I love being, because you're very highly entertaining person. I love your content, and being part of your community makes me very happy. And I thank you very much for having me once again.
You're welcome, man. And I always love, open door doing this stuff. Like whenever we can, we will do videos like this.
Of course.
Yeah. And I will leave in the comment section, as well as in the video description, links to Fubu's channels, both his YouTube and his Twitch. So please do go check them out. Alrighty. I think we'll wrap it up here. Thank you all so much. Hope you all enjoy. See y'all next time, everyone. Bye.